All right. So Astermine. Hmm. All right. So, oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna bring my water. Here it is. Alrighty, welcome in. Welcome in. I just had to go get my water real quick, which hopefully it melted because it was ice earlier, but I was cooking and I got it to up to 81 degrees in here. Right now it's 80, but the AC is on. Papa ate the meat, which I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys right now. So what I made was ground beef. I put some sweet yellow onions, sweet red onions. I mean, that's onions. Sweet bell pepper. I mean, the sweet pepper, and there's two colors. There's red and orange. And I also mixed it in with egg too. Now, what you see here, these are slices of. It's a chili and lime cheddar from Farm Hill, I think it's called. And then at the bottom, I have some seasoned rice. So to start off with the seasoned rice, that's perfect. That's actually really good. Just a little bit of spice left over from the red, the crushed red chili flakes. So now we're gonna go ahead and try the ground beef. Mmm, nice balanced flavor to it. Now we're gonna try out the ground beef with the rice. See how that goes. Let me change my settings over here on YouTube. I want to see all messages, and I want you guys to comment to let me know what you guys would like to see made tonight. It's a ground beef with these peppers, and then I'm adding the cheese now to see what it's like. Mmm. Oh yeah. So the cheese, it adds kind of like a lime flavor to the meat. And if I eat it with the rice, kind of gives it this like, I don't know, it's like a earthy rice flavor mixed in with meat and egg, slight fruity tang, and then the cheese, the cheddar just floods all of the palate. And then from there, that lime and that chili shine through right at the end. I love it. I actually like it more better like this than it melted in, but mm, that is fantastic. You know, I think one thing that the egg does in here is it gives it substance. So especially if you guys are like on a tight budget, you guys don't know what to make, you guys want something delicious. Let's say you have some peppers in your fridge, you have some cheese in your fridge. Doesn't have to be this cheddar. You can actually add something else too. All right, let's see. By the way, to everyone on TikTok, hello, hello, welcome in, welcome in. Showing off some ground beef with yellow and orange, red and yellow bell peppers. I mixed some egg into the ground beef as well, and we have a bed of rice from which to sample from. And this cheese is actually I think it's Farm Hill or Farmhouse cheddar with chili and lime, which actually adds to the ground beef and it makes it delicious. Mm. Now I can say, even if you have just a little bit of rice, this is perfect. you could actually mix it in with the rice and just create like a bunch, and you would have some leftovers for later on, or the next day if you make it at night, or you could repurpose that meat into something else for like breakfast in the morning. Now, overall, I spent $148 for the cheese, $5.99 for the ground beef, and I used leftover rice that I had, and I have these sweet peppers, so I made them. So all in all, if I was to just kind of give a ground estimate of how much it costs to make this meal for both meat and papa, probably say like $7. Well, sweet pepper, yeah, about $7.50 with the 2 peppers, and probably I would say like 1/20th, maybe 1/30th of the rice bag, which was the end, and plus the cheese and the ground beef. Yeah, and that's not a bad deal at all, and especially for people who are tight with the wallet, this is not just delicious, but it's also filling. Like right now, I can actually feel myself starting to get a little bit full. But because this is so good. Hey there, Thomas. Hey, good night, Raphael. And welcome, everybody. Welcome in. So, like I was saying, this is a very, very hearty and very, very cheap meal. Even like this one right here specifically is 93% meat, 7% fat. And if you want to get a good deal, you got to go to Grocery Outlet, because that's where you'll find some pretty decent deals on some high grade meats. They have some ground beef that's, I think, $11.99 if I'm not mistaken, and it's supposed to be like a really, really good brand. I'm not exactly sure, but I was kind of curious about that, and I think in the near future, what I might try and do is try and do a comparison between the regular ground beefs like this one, and then something like that, to see what the differences are. Maybe I might grab some Wagyu and some Kobe. This one could be used as a control, high quality meat. And then the other one could be used for like the flavor profiles, and to see what the differences are between the ground beef. We'll do it the same way, same spices, same everything. Who knows? Maybe I'll make them into burgers. We'll see how that turns out. This is fantastic. I was supposed to go to Vons after this, but I'm feeling kind of lazy now. Yeah. That was too delicious. Too delicious. Straight gone. Look at that. Oh. Like I was saying, guys, like I you know, if I really think about it, oh, excuse me, I probably could have put some golden balsamic vinegar, and this would have just exploded the flavor out of the meat. Maybe I might try that next time. What I do know is that I need to go get some more rice. I don't know. If I see any good deals on meat, maybe I might get some. Maybe I might not. But what I do know is I do want to do something. I might just do it tomorrow morning. That other amount is actually going to be useful for tomorrow afternoon and going into Sunday morning. If I got another one of those, I could technically stretch it out over same thing, But instead of egg in it, I could still do the sweet potatoes in it. I mean, not sweet potatoes, the sweet peppers in it. But maybe I could add some habanero to mine, like little diced pieces of habanero. And I was also thinking too, because see, I want to try a little experiment where I go 1 month and I try to see like what I can do to stretch each meal. Now, my goal is to spend less than 200 because theoretically 100 will be impossible. And to see how best I could do that because it's not just going to be meat, it's going to be other ingredients too. And yeah, I want to see what that's like. And I want to see if maybe I can start incorporating some breads into it. But yeah, I mean, regardless of all that other stuff, I want to see what is the least amount that I could spend. And maybe I'll do it for these next 2 weeks just to see, like, if I could even do it for a month. Because it might not be possible, but that'll be just to show you guys, how you can actually prepare for two. Now, if you want to prepare for four, maybe you have a family of four or five, then you would just double that or times 2.5, and you guys will be able to kind of conduct the same type of ritual or cadence, but with your own specific items. If you guys want to use like beef bottom brown and different stuff, chicken, that could be possible too. But I think right now chicken is more than beef, if I'm not mistaken. So it might actually be easier to go with beef or cheaper to go with beef. And there is turkey too. I have been wanting to use turkey, ground turkey, and then I've also been wanting to do some stuff with some ground sausage. If I do the ground sausage, I can make all sorts of cool little ground sausage, hot sauce mixes. I'll go ahead and show you guys since you guys are here and it's easily accessible. I have some sauces here that I've been given. This one was specifically given to me by a friend on my birthday, and I still plan to hold a episode of Philosopher's Inferno with this. I just have to get her to agree and to go ahead and go through with it. Interesting about that one is that it has a ghost pepper hot sauce on it, so I don't know how she's gonna handle that. Now, there's this one here, Emerald's hot sauces. Specifically, the only one that really scares me would be this ghost pepper one right here, and maybe this habanero, maybe. But other than that, all the other ones, cayenne, caliente jalapeno, habanero garlic, jalapeno lime, they're whatever, They're not all that much. They're not that scary. Especially not after making some sausage with two habaneros. Yeah. I think I'll be ready for it. But that's the plan right now. So we're gonna see how these things develop. I do want to keep you guys in mind that I'm still trying to figure out how to get the list of people that subscribe to me on YouTube up so that I can go ahead and take a look at the list, and then I'm gonna go ahead and order a wheel with balls in it, and I'm gonna spin it so that when the ball goes through, then we'll know who third place is, second place, and first place, and whoever are the winners of those prizes, I'll get a hold of you specifically through email, and it'll be through the Divination Nation LLC email, and after that, then I'll be able to send you guys the date on which I'm gonna do the live, and from there, anybody who subscribed, I was gonna do the first 50 right here on YouTube, but since I've had a couple of more subscribers, I want to go ahead and see how many people can actually subscribe, and I can actually enter them into the raffle as well. So if you guys haven't subscribed yet to the channel, go ahead and subscribe right now. You guys will be entered to win uh, three different prizes. So first one is going to be more than likely kitchen utensils like spatulas, tongs, and things like that. That's going to be with the Luxury Meat logo Luxury Meat Warrior logo. Same thing for the oven mitts, aprons, stuff like that. I think I might choose a couple of other winners beyond third place just to see, just to get more stuff out there. And second place will win a Luxury Meat Warrior T-shirt. Actually, you guys might win too. I don't know. I'm still deciding on how much to do it. And then from there, first place is going to get a cast iron that has a specific stamp of the Luxury Meat Warriors on it. So whenever you make steak, whenever you make pancakes, whatever it is that you make, stamp right in the middle, it's going to allow you to have the logo seared right into whatever it is that you're searing. So those are going to be the current ones. The next ones, I think by, I want to say 500 subscribers, I'm going to have jewelry out. Whether it's going to be rings, whether it's going to be necklaces, pendants, things like that, earrings. Not exactly sure. I have to see what it's like. Like, I have to get the CAD specs first and then take those CAD specs to a jeweler and then see if they can actually make those. And if they make them, then they'll be specially crafted jewelry. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I have to update my seller's permit so that they know that I'm selling jewelry and stuff like that. I don't know. There's just so much things that are involved with tax and stuff like that when it comes to owning a business and running an LLC and stuff like that. So, do keep in mind I will be making some videos explaining how the process of opening a business is, and also giving you guys information as to what kind of documents you're going to need. Kind of giving you a rundown of what to expect on the different levels of the different articles and different documents that you need in order to run a business and to do it legally. And more or less, I will be studying into other things just to see like how those things work and what exactly you're going to need to run your specific business. I do plan to create a business to help other people get started with their businesses. And so I'm not exactly sure of the name right now. Still working on that. But I'll let you guys know when that's ready and set up. And then, we'll see what your guys' options are and stuff like that. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and take this little guy on a walk. You ready to go for a walk, Papa? Yeah? Yeah, you ready for a walk, huh? Yeah? Of course you are. I already know that look. That look, it's like, you really gonna take me out for a walk? Yes, I am gonna take you out for a walk, alright? Alright? You ready for your walk? Yeah? Did you have a good meal? Did you have a lot of water? Yeah? Okay. Alright. Well, we're gonna go ahead and take you for a walk, okay? All right, so you guys heard it from the pups. He's ready for his walk. So I'm gonna go ahead and end these lives here. So for those of you who are interested in the raffle and being entered into the raffle, go ahead and subscribe. Luxury Meat Warriors. And for those of you who are on TikTok who are not familiar with my Luxury Meat Warrior YouTube, go ahead and go over there. Help me with those subscriptions. Get me up there, and we'll be having more and more raffles and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be putting a lot of time into raffles and figuring out what it is that I can use for that, and what kind of products you guys might want. And so go ahead and make sure to go over there. Go ahead and subscribe, watch some of the videos, and all of that stuff. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. Take this guy for a little walk, and yeah. Then when I come back, I'm gonna pop on again on TikTok to go ahead and do some tarot readings. And over here, I'm gonna jump onto my Divination Nation channel so that I can go ahead and do some live tarot readings. If anything, I'm gonna go ahead and keep them live. If anybody wants a reading, you guys can just go ahead and let me know. And while I'm working on creating some new cards and stuff like that, I can go ahead and draw some cards for you too. So with that being said, you guys take care, taking this little guy for a walk, and then we're doing that. So you guys stay tuned, be on the lookout for another live. Love you guys.